My name is Paul Flowers. I studied at the University of Northumbria in Newcastle. I studied design for industry and graduated in 1996. I'm currently founder of Studio F72 in London, and I'm the Chief Design Officer of Lixil, a Japanese company which has a collection of different brands that make products for the home. Everything from the brands like Grower, bathroom fittings, to American Standard in the US, to Inax in Japan, lots and lots of different brands. And I head design worldwide for all of the brands. I graduated in 1996 from the University of Northumbria, I mean, there are many sources of inspiration. First of all, the course, what drove me to do this course was I was really impressed by the mixture of the placements in industry. And I think that's, at the time, that's what drove, I think, the quality of the students, and why many of the students in my year I keep in contact with, and they're doing very well. But I think that collaboration with industry allowed, I think in the second and third years, students would go out into industry, they would learn lots of different skills, and then they would come back and you would learn things from your peers. And it was really inspiring to see the work that had taken place during those industrial placements. And I think it was a huge advantage over other courses. The fact that you could have these professional elements that you could bring back to your study and make what you actually produce, and the student, you become more relevant and more employable to the industry. So I think, particularly as I've moved on in my career, and at the beginning of a career, I think you're very focused on yourself and you know, how you can establish yourself as a designer, and you're learning your craft. And then I think as you progress, as you get a bit older, I think you start to realise the importance of actually staying in contact with the university, contact with your peers. So we're actually my university are very tight. We all keep in contact. We actually still have a WhatsApp group and we communicate. And I think now with the experience I have, and you know, I've lived in different countries and I've worked in different ways, and now in a position I have, which is I'm a chief design officer for a $16 billion company, and you know, I get to work at the very top level. I'm on the business board for that particular company, and you know, and so I get to really understand business insight and strategy and those things. And I think it's really important to bring some of that knowledge back in. And I'm in a very fortunate position. So my wife also studied at the university where we met. So I have so much to be grateful for here, and we're still very happily married. So that's really good. Some 20-something years on, and so for me, we decided also to start a scholarship fund. So you know, how could we actually provide some financial assistance for a student perhaps who doesn't have the means to attend university, and particularly to you know, to a great course like DFI. You know, how could we help somebody like that has potential and you know, really would like to, but perhaps they wouldn't come for financial reasons. So we're really proud that we're kicking off that scholarship fund, the Flowers Scholarship Fund, and I'm here today actually to present to the students at the university, to share some insights and some of the experiences I've had, and then also to interface with, like I said, the university lecturers. We're trying to push for a progressive program in our company also that looks at teacherships. So as well as having internships, we're going to offer up the ability for university lecturers and college lecturers and professors to do a 1-week internship in our company to understand, in our design studios, also to understand the modern environment and what kind of students they need to be crafting, you know, that's sort of relevant for employment. So I think there's a number of ways we can, I think, as individuals, and I would really say to lots of people who have graduated like myself to get involved, because I think it's a really powerful part of education, and when you can have, I think, some insight from the outside, it really helps students to understand what they're learning, the relevance, and also how they can position themselves to be perhaps in a better position to get employment when they graduate, if that's what they want to do.